Today we discuss about that STLC software testing lab cycle. How the application is going to be tested in the real time. Who are the people are going to be involved and what are the roles and responsibilities related to these people. So we have to go through it. See here, the first phase is here test planning phase. In the test planning phase, who are the people are going to be involved? The project manager, project lead, team manager, team leads are involved. So what they will do? They will prepare that test strategy and test plan. So what is meant by test strategy and what is meant by test plan? See here, coming to this test strategy, it is a high level plan and approach and defined by the project manager. They will provide that the sufficient information about the project. Based on that information, the TL will prepare the test plan document. The test plan, it is a detailed plan of testing an application. It explains the scope, the resources, environment, etc. So we'll discuss in detail in the coming classes. But so the first phase is test planning phase. The test planning, who are the people are involved? Project manager, project lead, team manager, team leads. The role of these people are preparing the test strategy. So mostly the project manager is going to be preparing the test strategy. The status is nothing but a document. Okay, it contains the overall information about the project. Same again, the test plan is also a document. It is going to be prepared by the TLs based on the test strategy. That is about the initial phase of testing an application. Next, the second one is test analysis. In this test analysis, who are the people are going to be involved? In test analysis phase, the testers are involved. So what they will do? These people are the responsible for analyzing the requirements. SRSR, FRS document. So the testers will go through this requirements document to understand the complete information about the project. So because without having the knowledge, we cannot test that application in detail. So that is the reason. So we have to test an application. So we should know the complete information about the project. Now while we are going to be analyzing the requirements, you may get any doubts. So document all these doubts in a template called RCN template, requirement clarification note. So because suppose if you're getting one or two doubts, directly we can interact with your TL. Suppose if you're getting 10 or 20 doubts, 20 times it is not possible to interact with your TL. So that is the reason we will maintain a document and we have to place all these queries in the document and we can send to the TL. The TL will provide the clarifications. Once they will provide the clarification, we can completely understand the project. This is about the second phase, test analysis phase. Here, testers are involved. They are analyzing the documents related to the project. to know the complete information about the project. Next, the third one is test design. In test design phase, who are the people are going to be involved? Here also the testers are involved. So what are the roles and responsibilities related to the testers here? The testers will prepare the test scenarios, test cases, input data, then traceability matrix. So what is meant by a scenario? So we already discussed about that. So what are the functionalities to be tested in any application? What to test? Next, coming to the test case. The test case is nothing but a procedure. How we can test that particular functionality? I will say simply how to test it. So what to test and how to test. So coming to this input data, so to validate any functionality, so like providing this, if you go with a Gmail login, so we need to enter that, so username and password. Those are comes under the test data, nothing but inputs to test any functionality. Next, here we will go with the traceability matrix, mapping test cases with the scenarios. Why? Because have you observed it? We already discussed about that. If we are testing any application, we should test in a positive way as well as negative way. We have a scenario like Gmail login. So how many ways we can test the Gmail login? So first we are testing that the first test case is Gmail login with valid data, providing that correct username and password. Next, another way is the negative. So invalid data, wrong username and wrong password. Next, test case 3. We'll go for it. Blank data. So it means all these three test cases are related to the login. So just we are going to be mapping it. So this is about that. Mapping the test cases with the scenarios. The intention is, so we need to come to know how much test percentage is going to be covered. Means how many functionalities are there, how many test cases we can cover for those functionalities we can come to. So have you observed it? The traceability matrix is nothing but just index in your notebook or textbook. If you go through the index, we can easily come to know how many topics are there. So if you want to trace any topic, so directly we can go with the particular page number like that. Same thing we can perform in this testing also. If you go through the traceability matrix, we can easily come to know so how many functionalities are there, how many test cases we can write for this functionalities. This is about that traceability matrix. So mostly it is prepared by the TLs. If they are not, then we'll go with the tester. Suppose in any company, the only one is a tester is going to be performing that right from the beginning. So from the starting to ending, you need to perform all these activities. This is about that test design phase, designing this test cases, scenarios, etc. The next one is test execution. In test execution phase, who are the people are going to be involved? Here also the testers are involved. What they will do? They are executing the test cases. Executing test cases, finding defects, reporting the defects to the developer, and then perform retesting and regression testing. So these are the activities that can be performed. So after, meanwhile, the development team will develop in the application. So once we receive the application, we can perform smoke testing, then we go with the ad hoc testing, formal testing, executing these test cases, finding defects and reporting the defects to the developer. Then we will go with that perform retesting and regression testing. Next, the final phase is, up to this we are going to be performing all the test cases are executed successfully and passed. The major reported defect should be resolved. Like that we have to complete this execution. Then the final one is test closure. In test closure phase, who are the people going to be involved? The test leads are involved. What they will do? They are preparing that final level summary reports. So final level summary reports is nothing but the overall information about the project. So how many test cases we written, how many test cases are executed, how many are passed, how many are failed, how many are blocked, how many defects we found in that, how many are going to be resolved, like that. The entire information about that application is going to be given it. This is about that STLC, software testing life cycle. It explains the various stages are available or included while we're testing an application. The outcome of this STLC is nothing but the real-time process what we're going to be carried out in the companies. So right from the beginning, so we have to carry it out. This is about that, the real-time activities, the outcome of the STLC. What is the testing process? I'll explain about the testing process. We have to explain this. The testing process is what? So from starting to ending, you have to explain it. So I will explain here. try to concentrate on it. The first one is project manager will prepare the test strategy. Next, TL will prepare test plan based on test strategy and giving the requirements to the testers. It means that TL will divide the team and they will send this requirements to the each and every tester. After that, testers will do requirement analysis. Then attending BA walkthroughs. What is meant by BA walkthroughs? It's nothing but a meeting. So why they need to attend the meeting? So here, whenever they're getting any queries, while we'll go through the document. So simply already given it. They need to maintain that RCN template, requirement clarification, not forgetting the clarifications. Then once it is completed, so designing the test cases. Once the test cases are designed, here attending test case review meetings. So what is meant by test case review meetings? Here the reviews are like this. So peer reviews, we already discussed about reviews conducted among colleagues, TL reviews, then finally BA reviews. So it depends on the company, but mostly the test cases are reviewed by your TL. Then executing test cases. So we'll execute the test cases. The testers will execute the test cases. Execution and defect reporting will be happen simultaneously. Finally, also go with this one. Will perform retesting and regression testing. So the test lead will prepare the final level summary report. The overall information related to the project. So this is about the testing process. This is what we are going to be carried out in the companies from the beginning. So very important. Let's go through it. This is about that test plan, analysis,
Excuse
design.
me. Once we raise the defects, and if suppose we have fixed the defects, so what we do next? Like you are going. What is the next process? If we fix the defects,
We are not fix the defect. Developer is going to be fix the defect.
sorry, I mean if we raise okay, if we raise the defects and developer is going to fix, again we
Yeah.
are going to retest it.
Yes. Retest and regression testing also we have to perform.
And after doing that, what is the next process?
No, we have to go through the number of test cases now. Only we find one defect. Like you have to execute all the test cases.
We cannot execute all the test cases.
We have to do the execute the test cases.
Okay, we have to execute the test cases. After
Yes.
doing that,
If you are finding any defect, we have to report the defect to the developer.
okay, if the defect is fixed,
How many defects we have to find out? We have to go through. We have to stop the testing. If there are no defects are there, then we are going to be stopping the testing. We are given
okay,
information to
so to whom you are going to give the information?
the TL.
Okay,
TL.
okay, test lead, okay.
Fine. See here, I am going to be sharing the documents related to the complete information about the manual testing. So the first phase is here, test planning. Who are the people involved? So one by one phase we are going to be discussing in detail. One by one phase. Test planning, test strategy and test plan. So to discuss about the test plan, it's take 1 hour time. Okay, this I'm going to be stopping here today. I will share the documents to you. Your duty is you have to go through this analysis of this test plan and FRS document and understand that what exactly the test premise bank application, what exactly the FRS document is going to be contained, and you have to understand it. So if any queries, we'll discuss about that tomorrow.
Yeah, I have a question. Like, what document says what are the tests to be done for that application?
That's what we are learning everything one by one. Just my question is, you have to go through this test plan as well as FRS document. I will explain for preparing the scenarios, what are the documents we are following it, for preparation of the test cases, what are the documents we need to go through it like that. That is what we are going to be learning in this training. Okay. Don't
Okay.
worry about all these things.
Okay.
So first thing is we have to go through the test plan as well as FRS document. So try to go through yourself, understand it. Any queries will discuss tomorrow. That is a practical part. You have to complete it. They will send the requirement document to you. Just go through the document. So go through that. Okay. We'll discuss tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.